All right, guys, so today we are going to be looking at evaluating algebraic expressions. So just something just to keep in mind, guys, is that if you look underneath goal 1, it states evaluate algebraic expressions. What we're looking at is just remember the acronym PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So when we look at parentheses or grouping symbols, this is kind of telling us what we're going to do first. And then after parentheses, we're going to look at exponents. Then we're going to look at multiplication or division, whatever comes first. And then we're going to look at addition and subtraction, okay? So hopefully you guys could take notes of that. So that's what we're going to do when we look at these next couple examples, just using order of operations to help evaluate, okay? So what we're going to do is look at the innermost set of parentheses. So we see 14 minus 5. We're going to say that's 9. And so we have 12 minus 9. And then we have 27 minus 18. And then we have 3 times 72. So we're always looking at PEMDAS. So do we still have parentheses? Yes, so we're going to look at those. So we have 27 minus 8, which is 9. And then we also have 12 minus 9, which is 3. So we have 3 times 72 divided by 9 minus 3. So we're going to do multiplication or division, whatever comes first. So we have 3 times 72. Which is 216 divided by 9 minus 3. And so then we're going to look at 216 divided by 9, which is 24 minus 3, which gets you 21. Okay? So we're always looking at parentheses, looking at the innermost parentheses first, simplifying that. And then we're going to kind of look at if there's other sets of parentheses, we'll do those. And then we worry about exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So like if I look at that second example, this is kind of in division form. So really we have like 2 sets of things going on. So the first thing that we could do is probably figure out what 17 times 5 is, which we know that that's going to be 85. Now we're just going to focus on that denominator, in which we have 30. And I can simplify 17 plus 19 minus 11. So looking at 17 plus 19 is 36 minus 11 is 25. So we have minus 25. And then we have 10 minus 9, which is 1. So we have 85. And then 30 minus 25, because we do parentheses first. So we have 5 times 1. So we have 85 over 5, which is 17. Okay? So like in this next set, we're just looking at the same exact thing, but now we have to substitute -4 into the quantity. So we have 3 times -4 squared minus 9 times -4 plus 16. And just notice when I'm substituting -4, I'm putting parentheses around that. So remember, we're looking at, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So we do have parentheses, but they're kind of attached to another operation. So we do have exponents next. So -4 to the second. It's the same thing as -4 times -4, which is positive 16. And then we have -9 times -4, which is positive 36 plus 16. 3 times 16 is 48 plus 36 plus 16. So when we add all of those up together, you guys will end up with 100. Okay? All right, in this next example, we have 2 different variables going on. So we have 2 times -3 plus 4. And then we have -3 times 4 minus 2 times -3. So we're going to kind of worry about the numerator and denominator separately. So we have 2 times -3, which is -6 plus 4. And then -3 times 4 is -12. And then we have -2 times -3, which is +6. So right now we have negative 2 over negative 6, which just turns out to be 1/3. Okay, so hopefully this is helpful. What I'm going to ask you guys to do is work on page 2, and the answers to those questions will be on